Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. Today I would like to color an Easter picture, seeing as how it is Saturday today, but this won't be uploaded till tomorrow, which is Easter. So happy Easter, everybody. I thought it would be cute to color out of Sally Berry's Easter holidays. So I picked out this cute Easter egg for us to color. And I just swatched out these Sanjoki 120 piece brush markers. Very budget friendly, especially considering this awesome case they come in. So, if you haven't seen that video, it is in my swatching playlist. I don't have my color chart completed, so I just looked through the color chart from swatching. I don't have them in the exact order yet or typed up, but I went through and I pulled some pastel colors because I thought, I want to do all this in pastel colors because it's kind of what we think of when we think of Easter, right? So yeah, I pulled out these 5 pastel colors. I wanted a pastel green, blue, purple, pink, and this is a skin tone. So it's more on the orangey side. I have no idea what's going where. Oh, let me get a piece of cardstock. I hope I have one in here. Just a minute. Sorry for the arm. Let's use this one. This book is so adorable. I will link this book down below in the description, as well as the Sanjoki brush markers. In case you haven't seen these videos, I did do a flip through of this video, which is in my flip throughs playlist. So, what shall we start with? Let's do my favorite, pastel pink and purple for up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, won't end up the same number, but it doesn't matter. So, we are going to use the brush end, of course. Let me zoom you in. All right. So we'll start with the pink. How is everybody doing? I hope you are all doing well. I do absolutely love these markers. The brush tip on them is very, very nice. Like I said, right now they have a 10% coupon, so they are just a little over 50 bucks, which is an awesome price for 120 set of brush tip markers. That's why I thought I just had to try them. And then they come in this awesome case on top of it, which is, worth quite a bit just on its own. So I thought it was a great deal. Okay, let's put the purple in. Isn't that a pretty pink? Is anybody doing anything for Easter tomorrow? You having a gathering? We're not doing anything. We typically don't get together with anybody for Easter. Normally, my entire family gets together for Thanksgiving, And then for Christmas, I have my kids and, you know, their significant others and kids and stuff all over. But the other holidays, we don't get together. And of course, last year we did not get together for Thanksgiving. Okay, I think we're going to do the same thing down at the bottom. Kind of running late today, so again, not sure how long this video's going to be. It may be a hair shorter. Oh, got the shakes today. The jerks, I should say. Sometimes it's worse than others. Drives me crazy. How's the weather by you guys? I know, according to Anne, it's getting hot in the south. Grr. But we cannot complain. It was really cold during the week. Wow. But it is making up for it today. We hit 70. Yes. 70. Oh my gosh. And not a cloud in the sky. So it was actually very warm in the sun. I didn't get outside too much, but ran in and got groceries and was going to get my hair cut finally. But they were so backed up. She said when they opened at 8, they had 10 people standing outside waiting. So I did not get in then until 12:30. I was there by 9:30. And that was the first opening they had. Which really threw a monkey wrench into my recording schedule today. I like to start recording early when I grabbed the skin color instead of the pink. Oh well. So I guess it will be a little bit different down here. No biggie. So yeah, after that, then I went and got groceries, which took me longer than I thought because I figure I should pick up some stuff for the grandkids for Easter. Because Maddie, I hadn't originally planned on it, but Maddie already figured the Easter Bunny was coming here too, because according to her, Easter Bunny comes to everybody like Santa does. And I'm like, well, maybe Easter Bunny only comes to the places that have kids. Well, you have kids here. Smarty pants. So I figure, well, other years I did. I don't think I did last year, but I know when I had Jaden yet, I made up Easter baskets for them and hid them. So I didn't have Easter baskets, so I picked up one for each, her and Levi. And then, of course, for Levi, I didn't want to get much candy. Maddie, yeah, but we're going to do the hearts pink. So I wanted to get a few little toys and stuff for both of them, but especially for Levi. And then I picked up a few, candies for Maddie. And a couple things that I figured Levi could have. After all, every kid deserves to have some candy for Easter. I did pick up toys for Maddie too. So, probably bought too much, like I always do. Because I used to make up a candy tray for Bob and I. And naturally, I'd go way, way, way overboard. But you know, candy just kind of pops into your cart and you don't even see it. And you get your groceries home and you're like, how did you end up in there? Honest, Bob, I didn't do it. They got a mind of their own. So yeah, all of it probably won't even fit in their Easter baskets. But by doing it this way, you get so much more than if you buy those pre-made baskets. Because that's what I had already gotten them before. And yeah, there's just not much in them. And the toy that you do get is just a very cheap toy that doesn't last. So, hopefully they'll like their stuff. So I'll have Levi on Monday, but I won't have Maddie until Tuesday. So I think I'll hide their Easter baskets for Tuesday morning. And they can both look at the same time. Alrighty. Now what shall we do? I should have picked out a pastel yellow too. I think I'll pick out this pastel green. Yeah, 49. Oh, hold your ear shut. 49. Here we go. Because I might use that for the background on some of this. Could also put in a gray too, couldn't we? A really light gray. Not sure what I'm going to do in the background there yet. Let's up here, let's put in pastel green. Whoops. Don't want the chisel. I bought these markers for a reason. I am a brush fanatic. To me, you can color in big areas and small areas all with the same end, and I know what you're thinking. I can read your minds. You can do that with a chisel too. Maybe some of you can, but Lisa can't. I know if I would make myself color with the chisel more, that I would get used to it. Because I've heard that from a number of other colorists. That as you use it more, of course, you get more used to it, which, you know, makes sense. But if I have my brush tips, I don't need to learn that. Just like if I have an automatic vehicle, why the heck would I want to learn how to drive a stick shift? No, thank you. Oh, I like this color too. So yeah, I went back, got my hair cut, tried a little bit of a new do. I always have my hair cut really short, especially in the back. But it's usually only really short on the bottom. This time I had it cut really short, halfway up my head and back. So, yeah, it's kind of shaved it back there. And I love it. I wanted to make an appointment. Usually, I always color my hair at home. I get my hair coloring online. What is the name of the company? But they were awesome to work with. You fill out this survey first about what your current hair color is and what you want it to be, and then they work with you. They send you what they think will work for you, and if it doesn't work, you just let them know, and they don't charge you for that first one. And then they'll make an adjustment, send you another one, see what you think about that one. So it took us a few tries to get it right, but eventually it got to the point where I really liked it. So you don't pay for it until you get to the point where you really like the color. So, and it's really good for your hair, actually. Still stings like, it normally does, but with the awesome conditioner and stuff, the shampoo and conditioner that they provide, yeah, my hair is super soft. So it does not damage my hair at all. Now my hair is baby fine hair. Hate that. It is so thin and fine. Actually, my hairstylist says, you actually have a lot of hair. It's just baby fine. She says, you never got your regular permanent hair from when you were a baby. I'm like, oh, goody. Maybe I'll do the background in here light blue too. What do you think? Told you I didn't think this out. Light pink and blue. Or should I do it purple? Because we don't have purple except for up there. Although, I do want to do the bow purple, so that'll be a lot of purple. Let's do this blue then. Of course, I want to do the biggest part on here, purple. I wouldn't want to disappoint you guys. So yes, it is absolutely gorgeous out. We have not had this nice of weather, since I don't know when. You know it's nice out when you park your car and you actually leave the windows cracked so it doesn't get too hot in the car. Haven't had to do that in a long time either. Oh, man. Bob was working on his car for quite a while this morning. Forgot what he said was going out on the car. Bearing or something on the front end. So, yeah, he was working on that thing for hours. And it was out in the hot sun. I said, come and sit on my chair. I have a chair out in the garage. And I said, sit down and rest for a bit. I could tell he was really getting hot and sweaty out in that sun because ever since COVID, and I don't know if it's part yet from him having cancer, it's maybe a combination of the two, but he still really gets out of breath easy. And before COVID, he wasn't like that. So I think it is going to be an everlasting effect that is going to stay with him, because he had COVID back in November. That should have gone away by now. So, yeah, he was getting quite out of breath. Because I guess what he was doing, you couldn't use the pneumatic tools to put something back on. So he was having to do it all manually. So, yeah, that was tuckering him out. Ooh, went over the heart there. Oh, well. On this Amazon paper, because this paper is so thirsty, it does bleed relatively easily. So I try to stay away from the lines, but I don't always do it. There. Isn't that pretty? I think I'm going to do a yellow background here. So, how about green for the dots? Maybe I'll do the yellow background first, because then I'm not going around the polka dots. I'm going straight over them. My car that I had gotten, when was that? Late last year. I think I had mentioned it in a color and chat. It's not a new car. It's a new to us car. It's a 2007 Saturn Aura. And I absolutely love it. But the front speakers didn't work. And even though I don't drive that often, when I do, I love, love, love my music. I mean, even in high school, I was into music big time, both in band and choir. So I still love listening to music while I drive. And I have to admit, I do at times like it rather loud. And I only had back speakers. Front speakers never worked. And there are two in each, one in each door. So there's two woofers, 6.5-inch woofers. And then a tweeter that goes up by the windshield. There's that column between the side windshield and the side window and the front windshield. So they're like 3-inch tweeters. And yeah, neither one worked. So I'm like, oh man. So I finally went, I knew I was going to eventually do this, but I waited for a number of months. Best Buy was having a good sale on all their car audio. And so I went in, purchased all 4 speakers, had to pay for installation. But I came out of there, yeah, it was costing a lot more than what I thought it was going to. Oh, this is yellow too. But I can't get them installed till next Sunday. They were that booked up. I tell you, every place is so busy right now. Okay, we're going to let that completely dry, and we're going to go ahead and do the bow. It's already looking so pretty. Maybe I shouldn't have put purple down in there then, huh? Didn't think ahead. So as I was driving into town, I ended up having to go into Wausau 3 times today. Went in the first time to get my hair cut and get groceries. Then I couldn't get my hair cut and I had to go back. So there's 2. And then with Bob being so tuckered out from working on the car, usually Saturdays we always get food from someplace. It's our treat for the week. And then Sunday nights I make a big meal. And normally he runs and gets it while I record a video or 2. And because Saturdays are typically my days to record the majority of the day. And then at night to edit and make thumbnails and upload and all that good stuff. Anyhow, with him being so tired, I said I would go run. So we ended up getting food from Panda Express. Oh, yum. Love Panda. And of course, they were busier than heck, too. But, yeah, so drove into town 3 times. And you know what? I couldn't believe this. 3rd time I drove in, guess what? I had front speakers. I'm like, what the hell? Oh my God. Never worked once since we got the car last fall sometime. And now they work. Now that I bought some new ones, appointment is scheduled for next Saturday to have them put in. I'm like, oh my God. But I think what happened is they only work when it's 70 and above. I don't think they work when it's cold out, put it that way. And so they'll probably work this summer, but probably come fall, they wouldn't work again. And the speakers that are in there sound really awesome. I like a lot of bass in my music, and these really sounded awesome. I tested them, turning them up blaring loud, and there was no distortion, no nothing. And I'm like, not only are my front speakers working, they're pretty dang good front speakers. I'm like, oh man. Regardless, like I said, they probably wouldn't work this winter, but I could have put off getting them for a while. But I had the money right now, so I kind of used some of the stimulus check after paying extra on some bills, getting caught up on a few of that yucky stuff that, we have to do here and there. So, yeah, I guess it was as good a time as any, seeing as how I would most likely have to do it anyhow. So, can't wait to have them installed and see what these sound like. Now watch, knowing my luck, they're going to sound worse than what's in there. I don't know if what's in there was factory installed or if they were aftermarket. If they're factory installed that came with the car, boy, those are pretty good factory installed speakers. Usually you don't get that great of speakers unless you bought something like a Cadillac. A more expensive car anyhow. Probably the more expensive car you buy, the better speakers you get. Oh, we got to do the bow up here. So yeah, still have that for next weekend, and as long as I was there, I called the Geek Squad. My laptop, which is relatively new, bought it last end of summer, I think, from Best Buy. And it wasn't the cheapest one. It wasn't atrociously expensive either. It's an HP. But it has decided that all of a sudden it wants to turn off on me. And I lose whatever I was working on. I mean, I have the backup copy because it'll, periodically back up. I suppose these are going to look more blue than anything. That's okay. Just darker green, I guess. And so, yeah, but it kicks me out of everything. I can restore my internet pages that I was, had open. Because I always have open first my YouTube page, of course. Then I pay for a link service. So when I put links to products in my description, it will automatically go to your specific country. So I always have that open, and then I have Amazon open so that I can copy the URL and take it into my link software. And yeah, all that shuts down. Or if I also have Canva open, which is what I make my thumbnails in. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can restore the web pages that you had open. I just have to re-log into my linking software. So not that big of a deal. It's just a pain in the butt. You got to re-log into your computer because that's another thing I want them to look at. This computer has a fingerprint scanner on it, so instead of having to type in your password all the time, you just put your finger on the scanner and it, logs you in. That has not been working for the past few months. Don't know why. I go into settings and it says that's not available at this time, and it's So I'm going to have them look at that too. What shall we do up here? What haven't we used a lot of? I haven't put much skin tone in, so we're going to use that. We have a lot of purple. We could do yellow. This is the only yellow I have. Don't want to use yellow here because of that. We'll go with the skin tone. Can't use blue. So let's do process of elimination. Haven't used green a lot, even though there's green right there. We could use green down here, so let's do that. And we could do a little bit of purple up here, even though there's a bunch down there. Don't want to do... No, we'll do pink on the top, purple here. Oh, let's just start. I typically am one that likes to plan everything out. We'll do the skin tone, which is the biggest area, because there isn't much of this like pale orange. I keep saying skin tone. It's a pale orange. So yeah, I want Best Buy to look at all of that. And then a third thing, I purchased Windows 10 Pro. I found a really, really good deal on it. It only cost me $29.99 when it's normally like almost $100. I did find a cheaper price, but it was still like $50. So I was really leery of this cheap price, but it was on the up and up. So yeah, I have that. And the reason why I wanted it was I wanted to link my iPad and iPhone, but specifically my iPad, to my laptop via remote desktop. And you need Microsoft, you need Windows 10 Pro in order to do that. And I had this all up and working. And the reason why I wanted to do that is pure laziness. Just ease of working on the iPad. My iPad I always have out on the iPad stand sitting right next to my chair. Whereas the laptop I always put back underneath the end table, and I have to put it back away so that Levi doesn't get at it. And so it's kind of a pain to have to crawl under there, get it, bring it up, plug it in. I know, not that big of a deal, but just kind of a pain. So by linking the two, I can do everything that I need to when I am processing my YouTube videos. I can do all of that on my iPad because there's mouse support now on the iPad. So it's just like being on my laptop because you see your laptop screen while you're on the iPad. So it's like having Windows on your iPad. It's awesome when it works. Yeah, so I want them to look at that also. Were we going to put purple on the top? I think so, huh? Let's do that. So yeah, there's 3 things I want them to look at. My appointment to have the speakers put in is noon. So I wanted to schedule the appointment with Geek Squad for my laptop a little bit after that. I wasn't sure how long it would take me in the back with the guys to, get the car and all of that stuff. So I didn't want it right at noon because I wouldn't be able to be up there right away. And the next spot available was first at 10:40. So yeah, I'll have 40 minutes in between appointments. And I'm not sure how long it's going to take with the laptop. The putting in the speakers is supposed to take upwards of 3 hours. So, yeah. What I was thinking of doing was having Bob come and pick me up when I was done with the Geek Squad with my laptop. But I guess it's going to depend how long it takes them. Maybe I'll just sit there and wait. Doesn't that sound like fun? So, we shall see, but I sure hope they get all 3 things figured out for me, because heaven knows I have been Googling up a storm trying to get this stuff figured out, and I'm pretty tech savvy. I mean, I have a computer programming degree and I have a paralegal degree. So I kind of know computers relatively well, and boy, oh boy. Oh, I can't figure it out for the life of me. Okay, and then we'll put green down here. Kind of an odd combination, but kind of wanted to tie some more green in. So we have a lot of projects to do outside this summer because, of course, we just got the house last fall, so there really wasn't time. Want to paint the fence, so I want to get a spray painter. And then I want to change the color on these two front entry doors because right now they're bright, bright, bright royal blue. And then the shutters I want to spray paint to match the doors. And I'm thinking of going like with a burgundy color because my house is white. And I thought, burgundy might look nice. But we'll see. Not sure about that. So those are a couple huge projects that are going to probably take a couple weekends to do. Okay. I don't know if I was going to color this all one color or if I was going to alternate. We could bring back in that skin tone again. Now, do I want to just do skin tone? We have green and yellow here. We have pink and blue there. We got purple here. So that kind of limits me. So I'm just going to do skin tone all the way over. Makes it simpler anyhow. Oh yeah, I got a new patio swing coming. And then down in the side yard, which is where the playground is, as Maddie calls it, her playground. The swing set and slide and stuff is. I want to get a patio table and chairs. So I ordered that too. I'm so excited. Because I thought if I ever want to color outside, I really need a table and chairs. Patio swings, lawn swings are actually cheaper than your patio table and chair set. I couldn't believe the price of those things. But I did find a really, really good deal on eBay. So the swing is coming from Amazon, but yeah, I got the table and chairs from eBay. They're coming next week. Okay, so now we got this. Could do a blue, because we have blue up there, or pink. Definitely not purple. We could do the pink and blue again. Why don't we do that? That'll kind of tie it in from the top. So do we want to do pink inside, blue outside, blue inside, pink outside? No, we'll do the lighter color inside. So we have, might want to alternate. Let's do this one in the middle first, see how it looks. And then we'll be done. Hey, any other color tubers out there? Have you noticed that it is taking a heck of a lot longer to upload? Oh my gosh. I think what's happening is because they have changed their uploading process, they automatically do the check that they do kind of afterwards, or used to be afterwards, to check for, if you say it's not meant for children, they kind of do a check to make sure it's not for children, and then they also check for copyright strikes. And yeah, they used to kind of do that after the fact. Well, now they kind of perform it after it's well, kind of after it's uploaded. I don't know how to describe it, but it's still part of the uploading process, if that makes any sense. So yeah, it's taking, oh gosh, at least double the amount of time. And again, I guess it depends how, bogged down the internet is at that time. Sometimes when I'm uploading, it may be peak time because I always upload on the weekends, Saturday night. So, I'm sure that's some of it. My bandwidth probably isn't quite as high. But, yes, my gosh. So, yeah, let me know, any of you others that have channels, if you are having the same problem. Okay, yeah, then down here we're going to do the opposite so we don't have two blues together. I hate it when I can't stand having two colors right next to each other. Drives me nuts. That's why when I'm doing my patterns, yeah, I cannot have two colors right next to each other. No, it's like a cardinal sin to me. There are a few instances where it has been absolutely unavoidable, but that is few and far between. Maybe happened once or twice. And then I do have a question for all of you. This would be pink. I have a bunch of Disney books to do flip throughs of, like, the Les Grands Classiques, Tome 3 and 4. So I'm assuming that means book 3 and 4. So it's the big, thick ones that all have 100 pictures in. And I have a couple more coming. So it's a huge, huge haul. Not bought all at once, but I've just been putting them on the side for the past, I don't know how long. But I guess my question for you then, do you want me to show this whole stack of Disney books in one long video? Or would you prefer me to do each book in a separate video so that the title will indicate which book I am showing in case somebody's looking for a specific book? I mean, that would mean quite a few separate videos, which either way doesn't bother me at all. I just want to know what you guys would prefer. Or maybe showing, I don't know, 2 or 3 in a video. I wouldn't be able to list all the names then in the title of the video, though. So people wouldn't know necessarily what's all in that video. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Well, let's not zoom out that far. Oh, I guess I do have to zoom out that far. Come on. There. So yeah, please, if you don't comment on anything else, please comment on that. Like I said, I think I have 2 more coming, and they're from across the pond. So I think they're coming in mid-April. So probably a couple weeks yet, and then I will have all of them, and it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So about a dozen books. So yeah, by all means, I can do them all in separate videos. I'll just record a number of them on one weekend and then publish them throughout the following week, or I can make one long video. Doesn't matter to me. So totally up to you guys. So guess what? We are done. What do you think, guys? I think it turned out adorable with all those pastel colors. Yeah, I like it. I like it. So, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this color and chat. Again, this is out of, let me flag that. This is out of Sally Berry's Easter Holidays book. And I did color this with the Sanjoki markers. And again, I will link both of these items down below in the description. So yes, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the color and chat. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new to my channel. I hope everybody is having or has had a terrific weekend and you're having a fantastic Easter. And as always, happy coloring. Bye, guys.